It's another raw video from your favorite YouTube scout, Draftrawthentic. Yes, I'm finally here making another video. And like I said, it's a raw one, so there will be no edits. Anyway, if you're seeing this video, you already seen the title. This is a draft forecast for the 2018 Tennessee Titans draft picks. Now, you're probably looking and saying, well, what is a draft forecast? A draft forecast is basically explained as me or anybody predicting where players will be within the next 3 years of a draft class. We all know after 3 years, you kind of get a perspective of what type of player each draft pick is. So basically, I will be splitting it into 3 categories. And for the Tennessee Titans, this will be who is the biggest bust, who is the biggest boom, and who is the steal of the draft. Now, I wanted to do this video really quickly because the Titans only had 4 draft picks. And I almost contemplated not doing this video, but I said, you know what? No, let me just do the video. It's only 4 picks. I know them off the top of my head, so it's not even that big of a deal. But I decided, I'm going to definitely do this for you Tennessee Titans fans that are out there watching. Like I said, it's a raw video, so what just happened? Yeah, it just happened. But anyway, let's just get started. So when it comes down to it, the biggest boom pick that I think will probably be Rashad Evans, your first-round pick. Now, with Rashad Evans, I like him a lot. To me, he has that chance to possibly be the best linebacker in this draft class, period. The athleticism, the instinct, and even one of the things that people don't even look at, and it's the mentorship that he has from players like a C.J. Mosley or a Dante Hightower, 2 linebackers also from Alabama. The reason why that's a big thing to me is because those type of guys, that type of mentors that you can get, it can help you on and off the field. And especially on the field when it comes to just studying tape and doing all that stuff. You got 2 veteran guys that have been really good in the league, and they can teach a couple of things to a guy who actually looks up to both of those players, especially C.J. Mosley, who out of his 4 years in the league already has gone to the Pro Bowl 3 times. So, I mean, that's really high praise for a guy like him. And just getting into that situation, Rashad Evans could very well turn out to be a better linebacker than both of those players. So that's why I think he's going to be the biggest boom of this draft class. Now, to say who's going to be the biggest bust. Now, like I said, the Tennessee Titans only had 4 draft picks. So when it comes to the biggest boom or bust, the way how I do it is I look at the first 3 rounds, or basically if you at least got 3 players within the first 3 rounds, then, I can get into what I want to get into. So you have that type of situation with that. But in the case of the Tennessee Titans, you had the first 2 rounds, and if they had a pick in the 4th round, I would have included that pick as well. Now, with the steal of the draft, I do it as the 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th round. So the last 2 picks, one of those guys are going to be the biggest steal. But right now, who's going to be the biggest bust? Because those guys, neither one of those players was picked in the 4th round, I had to just go with Harold Landry. Now, I don't think Harold Landry is going to be a bust, but I can see he has the best potential of being a bust between him and Rashad Evans. The reason being is because of the knee injury that he suffered. The knee injury is going to probably set him back a little bit. It's one of those things where it could really hinder him as a pass rusher, especially because his game is kind of built on bending at the edge and using his speed. He loves to dip under and stuff like that, and knee problems can be huge for just a football player, period. Now, an example is Adrian Claiborne had a pretty bad knee situation, and he's never been the player that he was in college. And everybody's seen that. And it's one of those things where you really do have to be concerned about a player like Harold Landry coming in with a knee injury. Now, with Adrian, obviously, he was a bigger, like a 280, 290-pound defensive end, while Harold Landry is around that 240, 250 range, could get up to 260. So the speed could be there, the very slinky elusiveness that he has, the bendiness that he has as a player can still be there. And I think that he can overcome that because of his natural athleticism and his very natural gift to rush the passer, but that will be the thing that will make him a bust and will hinder him as a pass rusher within the NFL. So I had to choose somebody, even though I don't want to consider him a bust. And last but not least, the biggest steal of this draft, I'm not a fan of neither player, not a huge fan of neither player, but I think I won't go with the safety Dane, I can't say his last name, but I will go with Luke Falk. And the reason why I'm going to choose Luke Falk with the biggest steal is because this is a guy that literally tries to emulate Tom Brady to a point where it's a little bit scary. He's a guy, he loves Tom Brady. He wants to literally be the next Tom Brady. He tries to look like Tom Brady. He tries to play like Tom Brady. He tries to live like Tom Brady. He even tries to eat like Tom Brady. This guy is probably Tom Brady's #1 fan. And, you know, we all know the story, the draft. He got literally chosen the same number that Tom Brady was chosen with. It's crazy, yeah, whatever, yada, yada. But I look at this situation when it comes to a guy like Luke Falk, and like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of him, on the field fan of him, but I can say that he does have a really, really good chance of being a good player within the NFL. And honestly, the way that Marcus Mariota's playing, he could be the future at quarterback if he shows that he can be a definite, just comfortable quarterback within the league. Maybe he pushes Marcus Mariota to the side and becomes a future. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, just forget everything, you know, whatever. It's a raw video. Sorry, I'm messing up this edit. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more from Draftrawthentic, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, everything is raw. Everything is unedited. I just go ahead and I just go and I do it. Most of the time off the top of my head. Sometimes I have notes down. But anyway, if you didn't like what I had to say, or you have a different opinion of the Tennessee Titans draft picks, or who was the boom, the bust, or the steal of this draft, please comment so we can debate about it. And please share this video so other people can comment. We can all debate and we can build this big draft community. Once again, this is Draftrawthentic. Sorry I messed up the ending, but goodbye.